Hi everyone, it's Dr. Mona, and today we are talking about an issue that everyone suffers from, everyone can relate to, and I'm talking about dry skin. So if you ever experience dry skin and you want to know a really great way to combat it, watch this full video. Let's talk about dry skin. I'm really going to focus on the face for this video. There's obviously little things I can try to throw in, little tips for your body, but right now I really want to focus on the face. This is especially helpful if you have combination skin, when one part of your face can be peeling, one part can be oily. That's always really frustrating. Little tip, by the way, that could be dehydration, because sometimes when you're dehydrated, your body tries to overcompensate by producing oil. So you've got the dry skin from dehydration and then the oil, and that's how you get that combo. But that's off topic. Let's get back to the dry skin. I want to show you a really easy remedy you can do at night that will have you waking up with really moisturized skin. It's really important to kind of combat things like this, like breakouts or dry skin while you're sleeping, so that you can do work while you're sleeping and wake up and hopefully have the problem either fixed or alleviated. So the first thing I want you to do is to just cleanse your face. It's kind of the beginning of any kind of skincare tutorial, anything you're doing when it comes to skin. You always want to start with a clean, fresh canvas. So use a cleanser. If you have dry skin, I'm really going to recommend using something very mild, not irritating, nothing medicated, so none of the salicylics or the benzoyl peroxide. Even try to find something soap-free. I've been using for a long time, if you watch my videos, I really like this Solwasu Gentle Cleanser. You don't have to use this one, but make sure you're using something really gentle and natural. I'm just gonna throw my hair up. I'm gonna go ahead and do the whole tutorial with you. If you have makeup on, another tip, and you're suffering from dry skin, is to use an oil cleanser to remove your makeup, because that will actually give you extra hydration, whereas makeup removing wipes sometimes can dry your skin a little more. Okay, so after you cleanse your face, don't dry it yet, the next step is going to be to use an exfoliator. You can really use any kind of exfoliator. The whole point of exfoliating is to get all the dead skin off the outer layer of your skin and really get the surface nice and clean and smooth. So you could even make an exfoliator. Some people use like a little bit of baking soda and coconut oil, but any exfoliator you have at home. And just to be clear, we're talking about a physical exfoliator. So this is something where you can actually feel the texture and the roughness of like beads or whatever is in the product. If you don't have an exfoliator at home, you could even use your cleanser and maybe take a washcloth, go in like light circles around your skin, but I would recommend an exfoliator if you have one. So when you're using this, also don't be too rough on your skin. I know sometimes when there's a problem, you think the rougher you go and the harder you go, that maybe that will fix it more. Less is more is not always better. So just be very gentle. And maybe an area to focus on can be around the nose. Sometimes this is a tricky area with dry skin. You see this dark spot on my forehead? I dyed my hair today, and there's a little bit of, sometimes that happens. The girls watching understand. Now, after you exfoliate for maybe 60 seconds, you can go ahead and rinse and dry your face. Okay, so after you've exfoliated, you can go ahead and dry your skin. It might be a little bit red. This is normal just because it is a little bit abrasive, but it shouldn't be too irritated. So once your skin is dry, we're gonna start applying different serums. Serums, moisturizers, and a mask. So I'll go through each one with you and why I recommend it, why this little routine works really well. The first serum we're gonna apply is this Solwasu First Care Activating Serum. So serums in general are more potent than moisturizers. The way they work, their molecular size is smaller than a moisturizer, so they can penetrate into your skin more. They're more concentrated, which is why they're more expensive, but a little goes a really long way. Like one serum can last you 6 to 8 months a lot of the time because you're only using a little bit. So the reason I like the Solwasu First Care Activating Serum is because it's kind of in the name, the activating serum. You use it first and it helps activate every other product after it. So we're not even actually going to use any other Solwasu products in this regimen, but I'm still going to use this one first before everything else. So we make sure everything else is activated. So usually I'd say use the most active ingredient first. Like whatever you want to be the strongest is usually best to go first on your skin. But in this case, it's a little bit of an exception. So put a few drops in your skin. With Solwasu, there is a lot of really great aromatherapy benefits. So I always like to apply it on my hands and inhale. Gives like a really nice calming effect. And then I just kind of dab it on. Serums actually feel really nice after you exfoliate because your skin's like a tad irritated, so they're really soothing and gentle. So we're gonna let that sit for maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds, kind of let it absorb, and then we're gonna go on to the next one. So the next serum I'm using is this DermaQuest Essential B5 Hydrating Serum. I've actually used this in a previous video when we were talking about like a little nighttime routine. I really love this product right now. I'm really into it, which is why I'm sharing it again. So hyaluronic acid is the most amazing ingredient for hydrating your skin. Anyone will tell you this. Some people refer to it as nature's moisturizer. We actually do have hyaluronic acid naturally occurring in our skin, but the more we can add, the better. This just makes it, kind of tackles a problem from the outside when our skin is a little bit dry. So hyaluronic acid, if you don't know what it is, it's considered a humectant. Humectants are used in almost all skincare. So it basically sits on the skin and it penetrates through, really moisturizes, prevents some water loss. And what's really special about hyaluronic acid is that it can actually hold up to like 1,000 times its weight in water. So not only is it giving you hydration, but it's also holding extra water with it. So you're just getting like 1,000 times the hydration you normally would. It's a really amazing product. I really like this one because it also has B5, and B5 is hydrating in its own way. So when it comes to skincare or anything wellness, I really like to try to tackle the problem from every different angle. So, we could just keep fixing the same problem, but maybe there's all these other things we can do and kind of have different ingredients work synergistically to help each other and just help the problem more. So I'm gonna do maybe like a dime-sized amount. It's kind of got like a thin jelly, really silky feeling when you apply it on your fingers. And it feels amazing on your skin. Obviously focus on the areas that are extra dry. So if it's around your nose, if it's under your eyes, but this is great to put everywhere. So that product is very helpful. The next thing we're gonna do is apply some vitamin E oil. Vitamin E is a great antioxidant. I love using it in conjunction with sunscreen because it's really photoprotective. It can actually help make the sunscreen work even stronger against sun protection. What I really like about it though is that it moisturizes the skin, but it also prevents water loss. So it's almost like it sits on your skin and protects it and creates this barrier. So not only is it giving you hydration, but it's not letting extra hydration escape out. So it's kind of a double whammy. So vitamin E oil in general, some people use as a supplement in food. Some people will take vitamin E capsules and break them open. This brand right here is Radiance Platinum. It is vegan, dairy-free, gluten-free, all of that. If you want to use it orally, if you want to use it on your skin. I like using it on my skin. Because it is an oil, sometimes it can make you break out. I have some girlfriends that can put vitamin E oil all over their skin or coconut oil and they don't break out. I think I might break out a little bit if I do that. So I like to just use it as spot treatment. And this, by the way, you can get at any drugstore or pharmacy. I got this at CVS. So wherever you feel like maybe you're getting dry patches or you feel extra dry and you want that extra hydration, just spot treat. You can rub the rest into your hands. If your hands are dry, that old trick, it's been around for a while, but it still really works. You could put any kind of oil or moisturizer in your hands and sleep with gloves on so it really gets in there and your hands will wake up so soft. Okay, so we've got the vitamin E oil and then we've got one last step, and that is a sleeping mask. So there's a lot of different hydrating masks you can use at night. If there's one that you really like, feel free to use it. But the point is, when your skin is that dry, this is the time to use those masks. This is when you need like that extra attention and loving care on your skin. For this sleep mask, I really like using the Dr. Jart Water Fuse. This one's kind of cool because it uses hot spring water from Belgium, and this has a lot of different antibacterial properties, so that kind of makes it unique and cool. If you also have a little bit of acne or breakouts, that could be a little double whammy here. It also uses aloe, which is anti-inflammatory, so this could really help if you have eczema. Eczema can cause dry skin, and a lot of times it's due to inflammation, so that could really be a plus here. It's hydrating, it's got antioxidants, it's all around a really nice mask. It's got kind of like a thicker jelly texture. It almost feels like a gooier version of Vaseline. It's like Vaseline and a serum mixed together. That's the texture. If you can't tell, I always rub extra product into my hands because our hands age too, and we should pay more attention to them. We can't neglect the neck, chest, and hands. Okay, so let's do a quick rundown of products. I'll link them all below this video, but just to give you a quick review, the first thing I used was the Sulwhasoo Gentle Cleansing Foam. So you could use this or any really gentle cleanser. Try to use something that's soap-free, alcohol-free, and not medicated. Then we used an exfoliator. I used this Kate Somerville Exfoliate. This one actually has a little bit of a chemical exfoliant in it too, so this one might not be the best choice, but it's what I had here, so I wanted to use it as an example. Any kind of just light physical exfoliator, or like I said, even like a sugar scrub or something could really help here. Then I used the Sulwhasoo First Care Activating Serum, and this one was to help really activate the last few ingredients to make them work even stronger. Then we use the DermaQuest Essential B5 Hydrating Serum that has the hyaluronic acid and the B5. Then we used vitamin E oil for spot treatment. Unless for some reason you like using it all over your face, I highly recommend spot treatment first to make sure you don't break out. And then we used the Dr. Jart Water Fuse Mask. So that is a killer combo. If you wake up after doing this for like 2 days and your skin's still dry, I would maybe see a dermatologist. Make sure you're drinking more water. Look at other areas that could be causing dry skin. Eating more omegas can really help too. Omegas are anti-inflammatory. That's also really great if you have eczema. But this combo works really well. Comment on this video and let me know what skin type you are. Are you dry, oily, or combination? I'll see what the most common is, and I'll try to create more videos to really help you guys out with that. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what else you guys want me to film content on. Make sure to check out my Instagram at Dr. Mona Van. It's the same exact handle. I post skincare content and tips all day, every day, and I'll see you guys next week.